Greetings to you all. It's your boy Chatmaster here. I welcome you all to Chatmaster FX. Thank you guys for deciding to watch this tutorial, and I promise to give value to your time. I decided that I need to also give something to the community, and that's why, guys, you are seeing me giving this strategy for free to you, so that you can also be able to benefit. I was also mentored by some big guys that helped me to be profitable, so I just thought that I also have to change a life there. As my life was changed, I decided that I need to change lives outside there. That's why I'm bringing these things back to the community, and I know that someone is going to benefit, and his or her trading career is going to change for the better. So what is needed, guys, is for you to put the work. You need to put the work, guys. Forex is not easy. You need to work very hard. You need to spend much of your time on the charts, analyzing the standard operating procedures, placing some trades here and there, investigating why those trades have failed, and actually creating a database for your flashcards, and also maybe an Excel spreadsheet where you put your all the trades that you make, so that, guys, you can be able to review and analyze each trade to see what really transpired, what made this trade to be unsuccessful, or such kind of information can help you to become a good trader, guys. So yeah, let's put the work, guys. Let's put the work. Definitely you will make it, guys. So my idea is to change your thinking patterns, guys. I need you to think like an institutional trader. Most of you guys have been getting information concerning retail trading, and guys, you can see that there's a lot of difference with what I present here, guys. This is institutional trading stuff, and this is what gives you a better edge in the market, because sometimes you'll be trading using the retail strategy, but you can see that you don't have even a deeper understanding of how the market moves and all the tricks that are played there. So that's why I'm coming with this information to you guys, because I know that there are very few people outside there that knows about this information. Yeah, so guys, let's go straight to the business of today. We are looking at the anatomy of the 3 drive, guys. So the first thing that you need to do is to identify a valid decision point. In this case, you can see that we have the MPL. As you saw, guys, that looking at the chart master strategy, the MPL is one of the best goalkeepers that we have at Chartmaster FX. That's why you see that the MPL is the most presented setup on every standard operating procedure. Why? Because it is more effective as compared to other decision points. So usually it's not all the cases that you need to use the MPL. You can also substitute the MPL with the DM, which is the W Maru. You can also substitute the MPL with the QM level. All those guys, they work very well. They work very well here. So you just need to ensure that your decision point is valid. Those who have not watched the MPL video, you must go and check the MPL, which is the full name of the MPL is what we call maximum pain level, and the W Maru video, which is abbreviated as DM, and also we have the QM level. So to understand the QM level, maybe you need to watch the Quasimodo video that I uploaded, and also the Quasimodo sniper. You can have a general understanding of what it means to say that we have a QM level here. So those are the main decision points that we use at Chartmaster FX. So for example, guys, let's say you are looking at a big five strategy such as the SDE, which is the significant demand engulfment. What you do, guys, as you know that the SDE is one of our defense, guys. So in order for us to have a complete team, we also need some strikers. The 3D, they are the price approaching strategies such as the 3D, they are there to score goals, guys. They are there to score goals. So once you have identified your phase 1, your phase 2, your phase 3, your phase 4, then you are now waiting for the price to come to phase 5. Then the price should approach a certain decision point in a form of a PA that is valid, such as the 3 drive, guys. So once you see the 3 drive or carrying towards certain decision point, it will be actually giving you a clue that that decision point is valid. So what I'm trying to say is that a combination of those big five strategies with these price approaching strategies can help you to become more efficient as far as your trading is concerned. So zeroing down also on that concept, you realize that this one is one of the strikers, guys. So once you trade this SOP without the midfielders, without the defense, you only have the goalkeeper here, which is the MPL, and the midfielding is not there, the defense is not there. You are only looking at the goalkeeper and the striker. It might limit you, because once the ball is taken off from you, it means that scores are going to come to your way. So we don't need to consider many goals. So that's why I decided that you need to use this price approaching on some concepts, on some standard operating procedures that we know that they can be able to help to make the trading more efficient and more successful. So yeah, guys, so you can also trade these standard operating procedures alone, but however they are not that efficient as compared to when you use such kind of a strike force in strategies that are already there, such as the significant demand engulfment, the claw, the Quasimodo, etc. I hope you are understanding that. So yeah, guys, this is the anatomy of the 3D. The first thing that you need to do is to identify the decision point. Once you identify a decision point, you wait for the price to approach the MPL area. As the price will be approaching the MPL area, then you can be able to place your trade here. So basically, this is what we call a 3 drive. A 3 drive is where the price makes a first drive like this one, it makes a second drive like this one, then it makes a third drive here. This is what we call a 3 drive, guys. So we have different types of 3 drives. We have the uniform 3 drives and those that are not uniform. So usually the 3 drives that are uniform, they are high probabilistic trades setups. Like for instance, the 3D may occur in a channel where you can be able to connect some lines here, and you can see that the price is actually approaching this MPL in a certain uniform order. In that instance, guys, those trades, they are high probabilistic as compared to some of the 3 drives that are haphazard, to a certain extent that you cannot draw something here that makes it uniform. There's a lot of haphazardness on the downside here. So those kind of 3 drives, they are not that much effective as compared to the 3 drives that occur in a form of a channel. Because if you check the theory behind the 3D that actually occur in a channel, usually you see that it will be compressing in some form. So now you now be having a kind of a confluence. So yeah, guys, but for the sake of this course, we are not going to go deeper about the 3 drives. We are only going to look at the general information concerning the 3 drives. So the other scenario, guys, that you must wait for, if you need a confirmation for an entry, because once you have a first leg here, a second leg here, now you want to take a trade here, you are not sure that the price is going to react on this 3 drive, or maybe it's not a 3 drive, maybe the price may come and engulf this MPO, you never know. So sometimes maybe to wait to see that this is really a 3 drive, you wait for the price. Usually what happens, as far as I have gained experience in trading the 3 drives, what happens is that when the price reaches the 3 drive, it actually drops a little bit. Once the price drops a little bit, it then creates an accumulation or a compression, kind of going back to the head here. Then you can be able to place your trade. So you can wait for that confirmation of a 3 drive, or you can just trade it here. But usually if you want to make sure that it's a 3 drive, you wait for a confirmation. So basically, guys, if I can draw a demarcation line here, you can see that all this to your left is history. You will be having all this information in your chart, guys. So now you'll be just waiting for the price to come to this trend line, then you can be able to place your trade. Once you see the price approaching the MPL, then you place your trade here, guys. The another condition that you need to take into consideration when you are trading the 3 drive is that as you can see, that this setup, guys, we have a first drive and we have a second drive, and these 2 drives, they are not inside the MPL, they are not even touching the MPL, but this third drive is the one that is touching the MPL. This is the perfect condition, guys, that we need to see. But however, sometimes you realize that this second leg may be formulated inside the MPL, then we have another third also inside the MPL, another third level also inside the MPL. In that condition, guys, it has got some disadvantages. Why am I saying so? Because if you check here on the MPL, as the price comes here, this MPL is fresh, guys, this MPL is fresh. So what happens is that when the price comes to this MPL area, guys, and touches or consume this supply, it means that this MPL is now weak. So as the price comes to the third time for the third drive, is already weak, so the price may end up going to engulf the MPL, hitting your stop loss. So maybe when you see a certain condition where maybe the second drive is inside the MPL, you wait for the reaction of third drive. Then you see that as the 3 drive goes down a little bit, you wait for the price to compress again to this head, then you can be able to place your trade. So usually through experience, you see that there's a kind of a head and shoulder that will be formulated here. So you wait for the price to do kind of a head and shoulder setup here, then you can be able to place your trade, to have a confirmation that this is really a 3 drive. And once you see that, then the price will probably drop to the depth of this lower low. So those are some of the conditions, guys, that you need to look for in order to trade this setup more successfully. There is a lot, guys, to talk about 3 drive, but for the sake of this course, we don't want to complicate things, we want to simplify things. So these are the general information that you need to look for. So let's go to the terms and conditions. So there must be an MPL, as you have seen. There should also be it might be also a valid decision point. It might be a WMARU or a QM level. I've said that before. The price should approach the MPL in the form of a 3 drive. Entry, place a trade on the MPL zone. Stop loss, the stop loss should be above the MPL. Target profit, the target profit should be on a past clean immediate demand. So guys, the other thing that can occur, you may see that this MPL, maybe it's a daily MPL and you are trading on the M30. Then you see a 3 drive occurring here on the on a higher time frame MPL. So what you need to do, guys, in such a case, you don't just sell as the price approaches the MPL zone. Why? Because once you sell, then you will see that the stop loss will be very far, because the MPLs or some decision points in higher time frames, it's a large zone, you see. So in order for you to reduce your 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 your, your losses, you need to wait for the price to formulate a kind of a head and shoulder. There's a head and shoulder that okay here, where the price, when it reaches here, it drops down just a little while, then it compresses again going to the head. So you may consider to put your stop loss just above here, the head. You need to give it a room to breathe, so that you now become risk conservative, knowing that if you lose the trade, you are not going to lose much as compared to placing your stop loss above here. So guys, that's another thing that you need to take into consideration when you are trading the 3 drive. You wait for the price to come down. Once it comes back, it retraces again to some certain level, but it does not engulf this head. Then you place your trade there. Retracements usually okay most of the time, so usually in that case you need to be risk conservative. The first thing that you need to look for, guys, is your risk. How much are you willing to risk at a trade? That's the first thing that you need to consider, and that's the thing that you are in control of. Because if you see that maybe you have obtained a good setup, but you can see that my risk is not good, then it's better to leave it, because you will not have lost anything there. So you need to think of your risk first before thinking about the profit that you are more likely to get on that trade. So yeah, guys, let's go to chart examples. So here, guys, we are on crash 1000 index M30. As you can see, guys, here that we have an MPL area here. We have an MPL here, kind of a it's kind of a Quasimodo. Yeah, it's a Quasimodo level kind of. And I think if you can draw a line here, you will see that is that kind of an MPL with at least 2 touches of resistance. Maybe this one will be 1, 2, 3 kind of touches. So this is an MPL, guys, that we have here, or we can call it a Quasimodo level. I don't know what you can call it, but all those decision points, they are valid. So once you do that, you draw your MPL zone. Once you draw your MPL zone, then you wait for the price to approach the MPL in a form of a 3 drive. So we had the first drive here, we had the second drive here, and our third drive here, guys. We had our third. As you can see, guys, as I have said before, that this second drive should not touch the MPL area here if you need to have more successful trades. Like in this case, where this one is below the MPL, usually the third drive is the one that should touch the MPL area. Then you can be able to place your trade here. Those who have watched the momentum shift, this is kind of a momentum shift, guys, where the price went down with a strong momentum, and it did kind of a weak momentum movement towards the MPL. Then you can be able to place your trade here. So this is example number 1, guys. You can see, guys, that yeah, this this 3 drive is, it's kind of a uniform, because if you draw some touches here, this 1 2 touches, kind of a uniform. There's kind of a uniform pattern here, although it's not that much uniform, but however it's a good 3D. All 3Ds, guys, they are good, but some are more better than the others. You need to check for that as well. So this is example number 1. Let's go to example number 2. On example number 2, we are on range breaker 100 index on the H1 time frame. So guys, as you can see, we have our MPL here. We have our MPL zone here. Once you have an MPL zone, we wait for the price to approach it in a form of a 3 drive. So there was a 3 drive here, guys. You can see we have a first drive here, we have a second drive here, we have a third drive here. So if I can connect these lines, guys, you can see that this one is a uniform 3 drive, guys. There's a kind of uniformity on the bottom of this 3 drive, and once you find that there is kind of a uniformity, guys, if I can draw a line here, guys, you can see that there's kind of a uniformity there. So those 3 drives, they are higher probabilistic. You need to take them. So there was kind of a compression as well, guys. If you can check what we call compression, you see that the price also was doing a compression, which is also one of the strikers that we have at Chartmaster FX, guys. So we are seeing a confluence that is there. So usually when you have a confluence, then you are more likely to make it on that trade. And you can see, guys, that the depth of the lower low, the price was able to come there, and we were able to hit our target profit. Let's go to example number 3. On example number 3 here, we can see we have an MPL area here, or we can call it a Quasimodo level. I don't know. This is not a Quasimodo level, because a Quasimodo level can only become a Quasimodo level if there is a break of certain structure. This must have been broken for us to call it a Quasimodo. So this is an MPL, guys, purely an MPL. So what happened here, guys, is that the price actually approached this MPL in the form of a 3 drive. As I have said, guys, before, you can see that the second drive occurred inside the MPL zone. Usually, guys, those trades, they are not that much successful, but however this one was successful. Usually this 3 drive should be okay just below the MPL zone. The second drive should be okay below the MPL zone, but it was fortunate that this trade was successful. And here, guys, on the lower low, on the depth of the movement to the downside, that's where you put your target profit. So this is the target profit, guys. So the market made a 3 drive towards the MPL, and as you can see, guys, that the 3 drive was not that much uniform. As you can see, it was not kind of uniform. So that's another example here of a 3 drive that we had on range breaker 100. Let's go to example number 4. On example number 4, guys, here we are on boom 1000 index M30. Here, guys, we had a substitute here, the W Maru, guys. Here we use the W Maru. So this was our goalkeeper. So what happened is that the price actually approached this W Maru in the form of a 3 drive. Take note, guys, this one is a perfect one, guys. It's a perfect one. As you can see that this 3 drive is actually occurring in a form of a channel. There is a channel. If I can draw a line here, you can see that this 3 drive was occurring in a channel. However, the disadvantage of this 3 drive is that it doesn't have compression in it. You see, a 3 drive with compression is the best one, guys, but this one did not have a compression, but it had the uniform structure, which also makes it a good trade to make. So you can see, guys, that this 3 drive also did not occur inside the decision point, which actually meets one of the conditions. So once you find such kind of a setup, you take it, guys. You take it, especially maybe if the second drive occurs in the decision point. Maybe sometimes you need to wait for the price to form a 3 drive but retraces again to this, then you can be able to place your trade. So yeah, this was another good example, and you can see that our surface target profit was hit. So guys, this is what will be happening in the market. I can draw my line here, a demarcation line here. Once I draw a line here, guys, to your left you have all this information on your chart. You have it, all this is listed. So now you are just waiting for the 3 drive to okay, the 3rd drive. Now then you can be able to make a decision, and you know that as it approaches the DM, then you can be able to place your trade, guys. So the last example, we are on boom 1000 index on M30. So in this case, guys, we have a Quasimodo level here. We have a kind of a Quasimodo level here. So what happened here? There was a 3 drive, guys, towards the QM level. So in this 3 drive, it's kind of uniform, and the beauty of this one is that there's a kind of a compression. There was kind of a compression here as the price was coming to the QM level. So guys, this is what I was talking about. As you can see, this second drive almost touched the QM level. So usually when you experience such kind of a thing, now it's risky to just take a trade from here without waiting for the second confirmation. So the second confirmation, guys, you can see that there was a second confirmation here where the price dropped after the 3D and retraced back to this, then it was able to drop, guys. But it's not always the case. Usually you may end up missing the trade, because once the price forms a 3 drive, it may just go forever, or sometimes it gives you another chance, it retraces back to the 3 drive, then you can be able to place your trade here. So this will be kind of a head and shoulder, guys, kind of a head and shoulder that is okay, even though it's not perfect, but this is the head and shoulder that I was talking about, that you can wait for, especially when you see that the second drive is okay inside the QM level. It weakened this QM level, and you can see this QM level have already been weakened here, you see. So maybe you will not be sure that the 3 drive is going to be successful. What do? You wait for the price to make a retracement back to this 3 drive. Now you will be having a confirmation that this is really a 3 drive. So you put your target profit on the depth of the movement of this war price action. So here, that's where you will be your target profit, and your target profit was hit, guys. So yeah, that's it on the 3 drive, guys. I hope you have learned something from this tutorial. So as you can see, this is our formation, guys, our formation. You can see that this is the 3 drive here, and as you can see that sometimes on our charts we're having a combination of the 3 drive and the compression, guys. So these guys, they help each other. Maybe if the 3 drives goes to this area, you can see the compression may go to this zone here, then maybe the 3 drive crosses the board to the compression and scores the cause. So that's where you will be seeing that that confluence that we will be having, guys. So yeah, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. I hope you are learning a lot, guys, from these things, guys. And I want to thank you all for tuning in to our YouTube channel. Continue to support the channel so that I can continue also to have the power to release this information that is going to change lives. So yeah, thanks, guys. It's your boy Chatmaster signing out.